Everything I lacked is now an object of the past. This jack of all trades is now a king with an ace blackjack.
What's going on, everyone? This is CYMBA Does Music, and welcome back to CYMBA Does Gaming. It's time for week 11, man. We're getting close to the end of the regular season here with the Milwaukee Badgers. It's time for us to go into Texas to take on the Texas Rustlers. If you guys didn't see the last video, there's a link to the playlist down below. We got every single game and every single video involving the Milwaukee Badgers in that playlist. You can go check that out and watch all the videos before that. So now we're going to play the Texas Rustlers. They're 5-5. I'm not underestimating them though, because we almost did that. We did that with the Arizona Scorpions. You see the final score. We struggled because we underestimated them, okay? We're not going to make that same mistake here with the Texas Rustlers. OJ Simpson right now is still number 2 in the league for rushing yards. He's still behind Barry Sanders, and Barry Sanders had a pretty big game, so there's quite a gap there. I don't have a game plan of trying to get OJ to number 1 because I think that led to a lot of our offensive struggles in the last game. So I'm not going to make that same mistake this game. We're just going to call offense the way that we have in the past games, like when we played the Werewolves and when we played the Legends, how we put a lot of thought into our play calling and everything. We're going to be doing that. So let's take a look at the Rustlers here and see what they got. They got Bob Lilly, Paul Horn, and Jim Parker, Sammy Baugh, Rayfield Wright, Keith Jackson, Harvey Martin, Mike Rozier, Brian Jones, and Lamar, huh? Tell you the truth, there are some names on here that I don't even know. So Mike Rozier, where did he play? Pittsburgh, Jacksonville. In the 80s? No. What? Unless maybe USFL? Houston, Atlanta. Okay. Linebacker, played for Houston and It's a rainy day in Texas, but that's not going to stop us from trying to get a win against the Texas Rustlers. Now, this game was kind of tricky because their defense is pretty good. If you take a look at their team like we did earlier in the video, they have some really nice players on defense. Even if they're not gold players, even some of their bronze players are secretly really good players in this game. So we had to watch out for them. But on first down, we get the sack. 2nd and 16, and another sack. No, you're not watching a replay of first down. Pretty much the exact same thing happened. And on 3rd down, we get the signal stealer, and I'm calling a blitz with my user, Scott Studwell, and sacked. So literally nothing has gone right for the Texas Rustlers on their first drive, and we get short field because of it. On first down, a very nice, solid run with OJ there, using the fullback a little more. It was something I tend to do with this team as the season went on. And there we get the nice first down. Here I try getting a little fancy, and for whatever reason, you can see my face there. I'm just frustrated. As soon as I clicked onto Alvin Harper, he just stopped. I didn't even move the sticks at all to like move or anything. He just flat out stopped. So we get to 3rd and 3, and then I tried to get cute and run with just a fullback dive. On 3rd and 3, we only get a yard off it. So we take the 3 to get the early lead for once in our lives. Now this, I've mentioned in videos past that one of my habits when doing kickoffs is to kick towards the sidelines. And it's a fun, like for me anyway, it's a fun trick to do. But sometimes it bites you in the butt, like it did right there. We kick it out of bounds, and they start at the 40. But all seriousness, with how our defense was playing, especially that first drive, not too worried. Except for when Paul Horning is just breaking 7 different tackles on one play. You know, that's not good. We get to a 3rd and 4. They run right up the middle, and you know the hole opens up, and Tim Moody just comes in and cleans the whole pile up to force a 4th down. And that's really the end of the first quarter. That first quarter went by real quick. We're up 3-0. So at the start of the second, we do a little shovel pass that could have gone for more if I just opened my eyes a little more, honestly. We get to a 2nd and 5, and that was a really nice play there by the defensive back. Here I'm just, audibling out of something, but then I see something that I liked. And I actually audibled into a different formation. I think it was the fact that I saw no high safety. So on 3rd and 5, get the pass off to Metzelars, and he's got a lot of green ahead of him. One man to beat, and he unfortunately can't beat him. But we get the huge gain. We're all the way into field goal range, essentially. And here we go again, seeing the single high safety, man up close on Alvin Harper. Luckily, I didn't throw it here because the safety actually came over at the last second. So, just run with Len Dawson, pick up an easy 5 yards. We run this counter play that I tried to run originally before I audibled out, and, we got some nice yards out of it. Then on 3rd and 1, I don't even know why I ran to the outside when I've said it time and time again with this team. We can just run right up the middle. It should be easy. But because it was 4th and inches, I decided, well, we'll go ahead and run a QB sneak to pick up the first down, especially with it getting towards the end of the first half. Wanted to at least get some points, and we throw a risky pass here to Alvin Harper, but he catches it, and we get the touchdown, and we go up 10-0. Back on defense, trying to use Paul Hornung, who really is kind of the focal point of their offense, using him in the screen game. Got some nice yards off it, run to the outside, but everyone is there. Simpson comes up and pretty much takes him out at the knees. I want to make sure, I wanted to go check on him, make sure he was okay. We get to the 3rd and 5, and they're passing, and I said it in the last video, the computer loves to abuse the short routes to the sides, especially if you don't defend it. They will throw it there every time. We get the signal stealer here on 1st down with about 49 seconds left in the first half, and actually switched over to Tim Moody to kind of guard the other 2 routes, and of course they throw to the other side. So they pick up a 1st down there, they go deep, and I thought Simpson actually picked this, and he might have even caught it for a second and then dropped it. That does happen in this game, so that's what could have happened there. They try another screen pass with Paul Hornung, only gets about 4 yards off of it, and then we get a signal stealer. I stay in the defense because everything is lined up. We should have it guarded perfectly every single route, and as it turns out, we do. Jesse Graham almost comes up and gets another interception, but alas, it's just a field goal, and I try to come up and time it out to try to go for the block and end up running into them. Give them an extra 5 yards off of encroachment, so they get the 3 to keep it a 1-score game. And then here, we do it every time. What could be the final play of the half, we run double weak stretch, and honestly, this was good user stick by me. I'll pat myself on the back for that one. That was nice how I did the little stop and go, then the juke. Gave us time to run a quick Hail Mary. Might be the first one we've ran all year, and of course it didn't work out. But, very solid how our first half went. I can't be too mad. Here's a look at our stats. And we'll keep it going, and we'll see what we can get in the second half. And here's a quick word from our sponsor, Dubby. Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're at the new house right now, but that's not really important to what we're doing right now. Are you a caffeine addict just like myself? Are you someone who needs caffeine on a regular basis, but are you tired, literally, of all these big energy companies that just pack all of their energy drinks with sugar so that you crash hard and you get the jitters from it, and the only thing to calm all that is to drink another one? Do you need something that's a little longer lasting? Well, man, I got the product just for you. Guys, today's video is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is an energy company that makes energy mixes specifically for gamers that are sugar-free, and all of their caffeine comes from natural vitamins and coffee fruit extract, so you avoid crash and you avoid jitters so that you can stay focused on whatever you're doing, whether you're at work, whether you're at the gym, whether you're gaming, whatever you're doing in your life. Dubby has got you covered. Now they have all these awesome energy mixes here. I got 5 different flavors right here. My 2 favorites, ironically, are the ones on the top. Peach and Peach and Dragonade. I promise y'all, Peach and Peach, It tastes just like peach rings. Remember that candy, the peach rings, except it's sugar-free. Dragonade is like one of the best strawberry lemonades I've ever had, with a little hint of dragon fruit with it. But they have these awesome flavors too, such as Calio Cream. It's like a mango, what is it listed as? Mango orange creamsicle. This is actually one of their new flavors that just came out. Galaxy Grenade. This is one of their more popular ones. Passion Joy Tea, if you want more of just a sweet tea type of flavor. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, he's talking about all these 5 flavors, but I clearly see 6 of them. And you're probably talking about this little guy right here. He's just a little guy. This is their Monkey Madness Hydration Booster, and this is great for all you sweats out there who play nothing but Fortnite or Warzone all day and don't get any sunlight. It's also really good for someone like me who's very active and takes hydration very seriously. If you guys use the link in the description, I highly recommend getting one of their starter kits just to try it out. You'll get one of these shaker bottles. I actually took the little shaker thing out so that it wouldn't rattle all around while I'm telling you guys about how awesome W is. They'll give you one of these bottles, and then they'll give you 2 singular packets of one of their flavors each, so that you can try out a couple different flavors. That's actually how I got Beach and Peach and Dragonade to begin with. So it's a great way to just try out something to see if you like it or not, and odds are you probably will, because these flavors are delicious and it does have a lot of long-lasting energy. Now, if you're also someone who not only likes product but likes to support a company by merch, I highly recommend checking out W's merch line, because they have a lot of t-shirts, flags, and hats, everything, especially for their new War on Big Energy line. If you want to join the W Army today, I highly recommend checking out their War on Big Energy line, because just like me, and probably you too, they're tired of all these big energy companies and they want to put an end to it. They want to have good, long, sustainable energy mixes become the norm, instead of those ones you get at gas stations a lot. Once again, use the link in the description and check out W today. Use promo code CDG10 at checkout to get 10% off of your order. Thank you once again to W for sponsoring the channel and sponsoring the video. And now, back to the video. Alright, so at the start of the second half, we get the ball first and want to hit him with a big counter, and it didn't work. Man, you hate to see it. We get to the second and 13, we try passing here, and nothing. The pass gets incomplete, and we had the penalty too, and for some reason I cut it out. I suppose I could put it back in, but I'm lazy. Pretty sure it was just like a holding penalty, because now we're at a second and 23. We go play action, and Doris ends up being wide open. I was scared he would drop it, but he caught it, and we pick up the first down in one quick shot to kind of reset. Nothing really looking good with the pass play that we called, so we just run a run right up the middle on first down to get to a second and 7. And then we run one of my favorite plays, 50x speed over. I've talked about it before. It's in a lot of different playbooks. And we end up getting Metzelars on that really shallow in route over the middle. It's not really a drag. It's like seriously a one-step in route. It's so strange. And then on first 10, we show some love to the fullback and let him, get a quick 5 yards or something like that, just to keep the defense on their toes. And then on second and 5, we had a really nice hole there, and the linebacker just came in and tackled right at the last second. And then third and 2, we just barely pick up the first. Going a little faster, I think we went no huddle there and try to hit him with a pass. We had something over the middle, but I saw it at the last second and we take a sack. So we run a screen pass to buy back some of those yards. And then on third and 9, go back to pass, went for another one of my favorite passing plays in this game. Doesn't work out. And we're a little too close to have our punter go out, so I run the QB punt, which I've ran a few times in the past, and it goes into the end zone. But wait! Someone actually ran into Len Dawson, and that's technically a roughing the kicker penalty. So we get an easy first down off of that. Go for a shot to the end zone to not OJ Simpson, and gets batted down double coverage. Being a little too much of a gunslinger. We get to third and 10. Defensive line is all in our face. Another risky pass to Pete Metzelars, but he catches it because he is amazing. And now we're up 17-3. And this was actually really annoying. They kept going at my users. So that's one play. Here's another one where they throw right at my users. They go for it again. Even with the signal stealer, even with me knowing what's coming, even with me completely covering what's coming, guess what? They still throw right at my users. It was so it was more irritating the fact that I couldn't get any, like, we were getting incompletions, but I couldn't get any picks off of it or anything. Oh, that was annoying. 3rd and 7. They throw a little out route to get to a 4th and 3. And then on 4th down, this could be big. They throw to Horning, short of the sticks, short of the line of scrimmage, actually. And he runs out of bounds, turn the ball over on downs. And now it's a matter of, here I'm thinking of just, well, milking the clock, but I also want to keep getting first downs. And if we score, then, hey, we score. Run the strong trap out a bunch, or that might have been ace. But I don't even know why I did, because we had someone right over the center, and that strong trap normally doesn't work if you have a defensive tackle or a nose guard lining right up on the center. So we get to a 4th and 6. I almost pick up the first down, but I'm tackled just short of the first, and oh, that sucked. That sucked, because we could have easily just put the game away. Instead, our defense has to go out and make one more stop, which is not that big of an issue. It would just be nice to not have to do that all the time. But we get the signal stealer on 2nd and 13. The defensive line getting right up in there in his face, getting the sack. We get to the 3rd and 16, leaving him no choice but to throw short. So then we just got to come up and make our tackles. And even though we gave up quite a bit of yards there, we still get him to a 4th and 9. And here, that made me so mad. We could have just ended the game right there, but he ends up wide open over the middle. And Tim Moody could have had another interception. I swear, that guy, after getting close to leading the league in interceptions, he had so many chances to break the tie, get the lead and everything, and he just kept getting stone hands. It was so bad. So, but they keep throwing to the flats as time's running out. They only got one timeout left. Get a signal stealer, and you can see they just want to keep hitting the short stuff, hitting the sides, not really testing the middle, and just out of reach for Jesse Graham. But that's already the 2nd time on this drive that's happened. Get to a 1st and goal, throw it into triple coverage, and it's batted away. You know, my greedy self would have wanted an interception, but then on 2nd down, they technically get an incomplete pass. They try a screen pass to Paul Horning and nothing out of it. And that really should have been a touchdown. We got so lucky. Even on my face, you can see, like, man, I got so lucky there. On 4th and goal, this is for the game. We get a signal stealer here too, which really helps. And I know I'm expecting this drag route to come right across my face. They throw to the other side, and it's incomplete. Once again, Tim Moody with the stone hands. One little handoff to OJ, and he breaks a tackle, and he is absolutely gone. To put the exclamation mark on this game. Touchdown, Milwaukee Badgers. A nice little 95-yard run for OJ just to make his stats look a little better. And that's it, you guys. We get a nice, comfortable win over the Texas Rustlers, 24-3. And that's it, you guys. We'll see you in the next video. All right, man, so that's going to do it. We got another big win against the Texas Rustlers. The rain definitely kind of made it tough for our offense to move the ball. But we got the scores when we needed them. Len Dawson had a real nice game. Pete Metzelaars had a good game. OJ, pretty quiet until the 4th quarter, at the very end, actually, when he got that 95-yard run. I don't expect him to be number 1 after that. I mean, we can check just to see. He is! Let's go! OJ Simpson, number 1 in the league. And the nice thing, too, is we play the Seattle Sailors next. And OJ had a pretty good game against them last time. So, sweet. We got something. We got something. And actually, I want to check one other thing. If it comes to defense, interceptions. Jeez, Rod Woodson. Okay, so, I mean, Tim Moody is still tied for second in the league in interceptions. But man, Rod Woodson leading the league with 6 interceptions. He might have had one against us, actually. That's going to do it for this video, you guys. If you guys like what you saw, and if you're excited for the next video, where we go back to Milwaukee and play the Seattle Sailors, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on post notifications. If you like the video, let me know by leaving a like. If you have a favorite moment from this video or anything like that, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to get caught up to date with all the games that have happened before this, if you're wondering how did we get that loss, how did we get that tie, you can check the playlist in the description. There's a link to it. But that's it, you guys. Until next time, I'm CYMBA Does Music, and I'll see you guys later.